So there's 3 separate YouTube videos, I think, for last week.
Yep.
Right. Well, it's connected and it looks like we're live. Evening, everyone. Let us know in the chat that you're here. We did say 7:30-ish, so 7:44 isn't too bad. I don't think.
You
David,
needed a wee, didn't you?
yeah, I needed a wee. Well, you taken ages, so I was like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna go for a piss, and then I was like midstream, and I just see like you say, oh, I'm ready when you are. Let me in, let me in. It's like I'm having a piss, mate.
Thankfully, you went midstream.
Yeah, midstream. How are you doing, David? Apart from fecking hot, it's disgusting at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we can all sit and moan about how hot we are, and then the people that play ChampMan in India will probably be like, "What's 40 degrees is nothing."
Yeah,
So we really shouldn't
it's
moan
not
too
even
much.
40
But
degrees now. I think like now,
not yet. It will be tomorrow.
tomorrow, but
But
right now it
yeah,
just feels like it's that evening heat where it's just a bit stuffy and like
yeah.
the humidity goes up a little bit, and then you really want it to just piss down with rain and go and Shawshank Redemption outside in the rain.
Yeah, it's threatening. It's a bit cloudy here, but yeah, I wouldn't mind a little bit of rain. But no,
Yeah.
feeling good.
Yeah,
Had Kevin Phillips,
if it
our
rains,
vice
we're
captain.
pausing the stream and running outside.
Yeah.
I'll point
Yeah,
the
no, I had
laptop
Kevin
towards my
Phillips on.
garden.
Yeah, so I think those people without Phillips this week are obviously pretty gutted. I had him. The rest of my team did okay, but yeah, of course. I mean, I think 5 goals and an assist is pretty crazy, eh?
Yeah, it was just absolutely insane, and I think the writing was on the wall once Bowyer got sent off, as
Yeah.
well on Friday evening. Um, like you could, it was a dangerous matchup, I think, for Leeds in the first place, but then being a man down, it just completely swings it Sunderland's way. And they took their foot off the gas. I think once Sabon scored, they took their foot off the gas. So yeah, Phillips getting that goal late on. Obviously, it was the 84th minute in real life, but for dramatic purposes and because there was shitloads of late goals in other competitions, I made it the last goal of the game week. Well, almost the last goal
Nice.
because Snorrison scored for Bolton in extra time in the FA Cup. But yeah, it was absolutely insane. 33 points in a game week. And Pirlo's pen
Unbelievable.
has just said, "Will this take long? He's got to get back to his shrine, his Kevin Phillips shrine." Yeah, it's like build him a statue at ChampMan FPL Towers. Yeah, there'll be a statue built. Um, yeah, just absolutely, just crazy. Knows that triple captain.
I don't know anyone who's got a higher score in any other game that since I've been playing fantasy games in any other week. Sorry.
Um, in real life, like did Lampard, I think, got around the
Ah.
30-point mark. Whether it was
Mhm.
33, but yeah, like in ChampMan, it's definitely the highest. I think the highest before this was 29. I think that was Veron in a double in season 1.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy. Those that triple captain as well to go against like Viduka, Larson, Van Nistelooy, Veron, um, and go with the sort of maybe the boring pick, Kevin Phillips.
Mm.
But yeah, the 2 home games, and I think you would have been happy just on Thursday night with a hat trick, to then
Mm.
go into the tough game, and still come out with 3
Mm.
returns from that as well,
Mm.
plus the bonus. It's just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. I saw some sim data and I saw that Ruud and Veron look really good, and I was a little bit worried about not having Veron, but I think with hindsight, I should have captained Phillips. I had him and I vice captained him last minute, and I just did a little bit of homework on what Leeds have been doing against 4-4-2 sides this season, and when they've played like the the bottom sides like Bradford and Coventry, they've done well. But when they've played away against 4-4-2 sides, the kind of upper end of the league, they've all beaten them. Leeds haven't done very well. So last minute, and I was talking to Martin, and him and a couple of others said go for Phillips over Desai. He's got the higher upside, so I did last minute. But with hindsight, with 4-4-2 against 4-4-2, Man United can often just win 1 or 2-0 against bigger teams, and I should have gone for Phillips captain, not Rude. But I mean, I still had him as vice, so you got to be happy with that.
Hmm.
But yeah, it seems like Leeds struggle away against the better 4-4-2 sides. They've lost almost every game against the likes of Man United, Arsenal. So it's just one worth keeping an eye out for. And Man City as well. They're so good away this season. I think they were second a couple of weeks ago in the table for away games, and again that they've got another
I
away
think
win. I don't know why that is, but just seem to do well.
they'll be up there. Let's have a look. Away record. Yeah, they're third. Won
Third, yeah.
6, drawn 3, lost 6.
hmm
Yeah,
Villa second.
Villa second. Yeah. Um,
That's worth noting. Yeah.
yeah, not bad at all. Just have a quick look. We can have a look at split the form into away form. Yeah, there you go. Oh, their away form's not
Mate,
very
that's
good. They won and then lost 3 on the trot and then won.
three in the way.
But Villa's is
But
pretty decent.
before that, I think they were second in the away table.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's worth noting about Villa and Chelsea. You've got a great away record, well, form at the moment, if we
Yeah,
believe in form.
yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can't take form as something in this game, really,
No,
can you? Well, I think
no. But
morale affect it? And obviously, if a player's got high morale, then their stats are at 100%, aren't they?
well, I think they built the game so that morale would affect it, but lots of research has been done, and it doesn't really seem to affect it that much.
Hmm.
You can have players if they've got a plum home game, they've got very low morale, they can still smash it.
Yeah. Um,
Mm. But Villa have got 4 of the next 5 at home, so you're not really going to see if that continues
no. But
just
they're,
yet.
I mean, their players with that run of fixtures will be options anyway. Just purely being
Mm.
home fixtures. Yeah, a lot of people probably jump on. He's been playing Mills. He's played like 80% of the minutes this season for Villa, and he's only 4 million.
Yeah, I'll take it
So
that you didn't see that at the start when you were doing the preseason
no,
sims for
no,
him to be playing
yeah,
regular.
4 million. We'd have seen him as a second string, um,
Mm.
like playing less than 10 games, but enough games for us to consider putting him in the game. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, 4 million. Quick look at. Oh, we've seen. We have all of that info. Shots on target. Edie now up at the top there. Torrico moved down. Dribbles per game. Marchant still up there.
Of course.
Tackles per game. Chris Perry now up there.
So
Bolton.
Gardner was way up there last season, wasn't he, with dribbles game? He's
Yeah.
just dropped right down. So
Um,
that coupled with Bolton hardly getting any clean sheets has just been. I mean, Gardner's just been not really been an option of late.
Strange how Bolton in the first 2 seasons, brilliant defensively. Like in season 1, like Jaskalainen was just like owned by. He was pretty much template goalkeeper, wasn't it? Everyone just had set. Kind of how Headman has kind of been this season. Kind of just been set and
Mm.
forget. Because he would have been
Yeah,
4.5 as well in season 1, and
yeah,
yeah.
I didn't have him in season 1. That's why I did so bad.
Have a quick look at the yellow cards. So Petit and Griffin, 1 away now from their second ban of the season, and then like a ton of players now on 4. Lots of players picked up their 5th in game week 28, and because of
Mm.
the amount of time, so if they picked it up in the first game of game week 28, because of the amount of time between game week 28 and 29, some of them their ban will take place in 29, but we shall see that
Right.
shortly.
hmm
Um, referee stats: Greg Stevelink, yeah, Lee Bowyer
Another
with
sending
his
off, wasn't it?
ninth red card in 18 games. Um, yeah, it's, that's in that's in the league, and like here, so I'm guessing this is in all competitions. So whether if they take charge of any UEFA Cup or Champions League, League Cup, um, Johnston's Paint Trophy or whatever, I'm guessing that's all included here. But yeah, 126 yellow cards and 17 reds in 37
but
games.
but but he's still fair. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, he sticks to the rules. He's a stickler. He still thinks he's fair.
like
I dread to think what it'd be like if he was strict.
like that, like the next worst for red cards is Graham Poll on 9 in one less game. um, hey, Uriah Rennie, oh, he's only taken charge of 25 games. Um, so he'd be up there as well. But yeah,
Mm.
it's just insane. Like, where has he come from? Like he's just appeared this season as well, because we would have noticed the referee being like this.
Is he
So
real? Is it a regen name?
I don't know.
Shall I have a look while you're?
Yeah,
I'll have
well,
a
you
look.
you you just do a quick Greg Stevelink referee search and yeah, see what it comes up with. Um, right, what else was there in the madness of Game Week 28? We had the FA Cup fifth round replays. Obviously, Bolton we heard on the comms on Friday night, fending off Watford in the end. Wolves have beaten West Brom at the Hawthorns and advanced into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And the quarterfinal draw looks like this in the end. So Ipswich at home to Arsenal, Leeds at home to Man United, Burnley at home to Bolton. Oh, could Barry Sparrow like pop up and send Burnley into the semi-finals of the FA Cup? And then Wolves versus Barnsley. So yeah, we're going to have one second tier team in the semi-finals, um, and potentially a maximum. Yeah, well, we could end up with only having two Premier League teams in the semi-finals. Yeah, if Burnley do
Mm.
manage to overcome Bolton. So we had that. That
We could
does.
even get a Division One team in the final if Burnley overcome Bolton and then get either Wolves or Barnsley.
Yeah, so guarantee a Division One team. That'd
Mm.
be insane. But then the final, they'd probably end up winning the final because they'll play Man United that will go. It won't just rep. It'll just be like throw out all the names that no one has heard of. Um, it won't even be like Skulls, Cole, Dunn, and all of that. It will be like Ben Muirhead and um, who else? Who? Oh, have a look at
Moffid and
Moffat. Won't even be
yeah,
Leo
they've
in
got
goal. It'll be like
Jordich and
whoever the other
yeah,
goalkeeper is. Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
crazy. League Cup. Obviously, it was a bit sort of two dead end kind of game ties with the second legs. Leeds did uh, win 1-0 but lost 5-1 on aggregate in their tie, and then Man United lost 2-0 against Southampton with a fairly strong team out. Yeah, pretty much the first choice 11, apart from maybe Nedved, who's been in and out of the team. More in the team actually recently, isn't he, Nedved? And
Mm.
Veron was obviously
He
in most
I
of the
think
season.
Southampton only had 2 shots on target and scored them both.
Yep.
I think I
Yeah,
remember seeing.
two shots on
Yeah.
target, two goals.
Yeah.
But despite that, Man United had a 4-goal cushion from the first leg, so they both advance. The final takes place in game week 31, but Chelsea and Man United's fixtures have been moved into the midweek of game week 31. Um, for Chelsea, because they are more or less out of the Champions League, I think it's impossible for them to uh, go through. Um, their game will remain there. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, Bradford v Chelsea will remain there. Leicester v Man United, however, is all dependent on Man United's progress in the Champions League. because the quarter-final first leg is set in this midweek. So if they get through, then Leicester v Man United will be a blank, and it will get put probably it'll probably get put in 34. But then if Man United win their quarter-final, then it gets moved into 36. But then if they're in the FA Cup final, then it gets moved to 37 or 38. No, 37. Yeah, it can't get moved to 38.
37.
Um, and then they end up like they did last season, playing like 7 games in 2 weeks. Um, so yeah, we will give you more news on that when we get it. I think this week you'll get on Friday you get a load more Champions League results for that. Other than that, what else do we have? UEFA Cup. Yeah, heartbreak for Middlesbrough. Yeah, going 2-0 up, and then in the last, like in a 13-minute spell, Juve just tear them apart. And yeah, they lose 3-2. But Middlesbrough in with a shout. They score 1-0 win at the Riverside, and they're through because the away goals.
Absolutely.
So yeah, 1-0, 2-1, they're still through. So yeah, they're in with a shout of pulling off a bit of a shock against Juve. Liverpool likewise got that important away goal. You'd think they're going to advance against Panathinaikos. Villa just got a score really, I think, really away from home, and they should advance through as well. So that they're games that also can cause blanks later on down the line with the UEFA Cup, because there's a couple of
And
midweek game weeks, I think, later on.
I think it's game week 34 that affects.
Yeah, I think it's the semi-finals of the UEFA Cup and the quarter-finals of the Champions League in
Mm,
34.
mhm.
And then, yeah, so if any of these teams make those semis, then, but could be none of them. There could be 3 this week, and then by next week they'll all be out. Um, have to see how it goes. The UEFA Cup's really weird because the teams sometimes play full strength and really go for it, and then sometimes they rotate a lot and then get beaten. Um, yeah, and like you just never know.
Mm.
Champions League, it's kind of easier to predict, but I think it's just the reputation of the UEFA Cup. Even though back then it was still quite high, just I don't know. In the last, well, in the first 3 seasons, we haven't seen any Premiership teams make even the semi-finals of the UEFA Cup, have we? I don't think so.
No.
Um, yeah, so something else to look out for. Right, let's just crack into uh, the injury news. I know that there's at least, was it 4 people with the sweepstake of the AFCON 2004 competition waiting for the result of that. They're going to have to wait until the end of the stream when we'll have a quick look at the AFCON final result. Um, and I'll just try and make sure not to click on it for the click on any players that come back and giving us any more information. Right. Let me just double check that no one said anything for questions. Nope. Cool. Right. What is new with Arsenal? Only thing is Sol Campbell is suspended, returns in game week 30. Upson and Ashley Cole, 1 yellow from suspension, but everyone else all okay with Arsenal. Um,
And Lauren is back.
Yep, Lauren's back. Yeah, all of the AFCON players are now back. It's been a week since the final, so yeah, everyone's
Okay.
back now.
Right.
Well, unless they got injured in the final. Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't know. I don't even know what Premier League players are playing in the final of the AFCON tournament. Who is it? Egypt and Ivory.
Once I got knocked out, I didn't care.
It's Egypt and Ivory Coast, I think, maybe. Right,
I'm not
Aston
sure.
Villa.
I'm not sure.
A fair bit of new stuff. Let's just go low condition. Stephen Cook, 88%. Uh, Cashlaw 89%, Mills 85%, and Taylor 88%. Villa play in a day's time, so most of those will all be um, above 90, if not above, then on 90, I guess. Um, Lee Hendry,
How many days has Hendry got?
Lee Hendry has a few days with his damaged shoulder, so he's still flagged till game week 30, but he is 90%. Hadji still got a while to go, still got a month, so game week 32 for him. Dion Dublin, Gareth Barry, and Olaf Melberg, all one yellow from a suspension. I think that's everything. All the news with Villa. Oh, where's Vassell off to? Chesterfield. Probably his level, considering
Yeah.
in this summer he came on for Rooney in the quarterfinals of the Euros against Portugal, and he's moving to Chesterfield in our sim. Oh, Alan Wright, where's he off to? He's off to Stockport. Yeah, it's the sort of level of defender,
Mhm.
well, defender and striker that Villa have got. Well,
Yeah.
you'd think they'd in real life those sort of players would probably go to like a lower Premier League team, but no, they're going to like second division. Right. Um, On to Blackburn. Absolutely nothing new. Um,
Mhm.
Mike Taylor, Soma, both one yellow from suspension. Um, that's it. Yeah, everyone all okay for Blackburn.
Janssen's unhappy
Probably doesn't like their league position. Yeah, and wants a new
in a new
contract.
contract
What's he got? Oh, he's got a year to go.
as well. Yeah.